What is up? We are here with another donation deck. This one is coming to us from Panda in the chat, and this is a pretty sweet one. So we have a lot of Kroxas here, but that's because we are utilizing the combination of Kroxa and Lazav. So for those of you who aren't aware, if Kroxa's in your graveyard and you Lazav to copy a Kroxa, you get a copy of a Kroxa that you don't have to sacrifice when it comes into play because it's already in play. So that's kind of the synergy that we're going for. There's a couple of cool ways to enable it. So you have Bitter Reunion, which not only gets the Kroxa into your graveyard, but then also subsequently gives the Lazav haste. So you can imagine, say, turn 2 Bitter Reunion, discard Kroxa, turn 3, play your third land. You can, well, I guess you can't do it that turn, but if you have the Bitter Reunion in play, you can go activate Lazav, crack Reunion to give it haste. So you need a lot of mana to do that, but that's cool as well. You can also just give Kroxa haste if you flash it back for 4 mana. We have Rotting Regisaur, which is another way to enable Kroxa. Just kind of also just a big card, hard to deal with. Turns on Stubborn Denial, which you see we have 4 copies of because we have Lazav copying Kroxa, Rotting Regisaur, and Bonecrusher along with a couple Sheoldreds to also turn on the stubs. We have Fable the Mirror Breaker, very powerful card, also good at discarding Kroxa. Get that right into the graveyard, and then for kind of some additional protection, we have Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, and then a couple of Dreadbores to round out the main deck. Mana base, nothing too fancy. We got 1 Hive, an Urborg here, and then just a bunch of dual lands, couple basics. Sideboard, stuff that you're probably used to seeing now: Extinction Event, Aether Gust, Disdainful Stroke for green, Go Blank, Unlicensed Terrace for Greasefang, Bankbuster for the grindy matchups, Pithing Needle for green, and then Rending Volley, Fatal Push, additional removal spell. So, looks pretty sweet. Let's see how we do. No red mana, but Thoughtseize double Fatal Push against Giganta. Could be the Neoform deck, but I guess the sand is pretty abysmal against Neoform, but I think I'm just going to hope that they're playing Boats or some other Giganta deck that Fatal Push is good against. Maybe I'm supposed to mulligan this. You know what? The more I think about it, at least recently, Giganta usually means Atraxa, like the Neoform Atraxa deck. That's kind of been my experience over the past couple of weeks. I think I'm going to actually mulligan this hand. It's just so abysmal against Atraxa. Yeah, the prizes are sweet. I'm giving a bunch of treasure chests for top 8, and then also first place gets their choice of VIP or mod in the chat. I did see the new Giganta art. That thing looks sick. Yeah, I got you baited. Looks like they're playing Omnath. You know what's really sick about the Giganta art, too? It has the companion errata reminder text, which, if I recall correctly, they never made a version of any of the companions without that reminder text. At least if I am remembering that correctly. I guess I'll take Binding. They're both kind of the same card, but... Oh, right. Luris did because it was in the challenge. Was that the only companion that they reprinted? I think it was, right? I don't think there was any other companion that they reprinted. Alright, well, they can't cast Binding. I don't know why they shocked. Yeah, the full art, or the full art championship value Gitrog, that looked pretty sick too. All the promos are good, like the Unholy Heat. What was the other one? Unholy Heat Eldritch Evolution for the RCQs. Those promos are pretty sick. Yeah, it's funny because those are the 2 most playable ones. So we know they have Binding Chained. Just like run up this Bonecrusher Giant. Probably fine. I mean, I'm not really doing anything else. Need to find a Fable. Well, Yorion's banned in Modern. I guess Luris is banned everywhere, but Gigantha's definitely the companion that sees the most play. Yeah, Strangle and Aether Mage's Channeler too. Although Aether Channeler not really that playable. Strangle's nice though. So they can upkeep Binding. I think I'm actually going to hold on to the Sheoldred until I find another discard spell. Into Theory Crafting for Standard yet? No, I want to see the set, because I wonder if there's going to be any more, like, cheap-ish cantrips. I hope there is. Because I don't really think Mentor is going to do that much without the cheap cantrips, you know? Yeah, Stub would work, too. How about a Fatal Push? Flora in the Modern Prelude with Repudiate Replicate. I've tried that card a couple of times in Rhinos. Yeah, you could play Consider and Otherworldly Gaze. Now, Otherworldly Gaze is kind of an ass magic card, but maybe it's playable. So if I sack Bitter Reunion, I'll still be 1 card short for Kroxa. Let's just fire up Hive. I know it's like kind of boring, but not really doing anything else. And again, we know they have bindings, so there's just no reason to play the Sheoldred. Stoke the Flames is honestly probably the single best Convoke spell that you could pair with Mentor. A discarded binding, okay, interesting. But yeah, the playability of Monastery Mentor is not necessarily, you know, within the Convoke spells. I think the cheap cantrips matter a lot more with binding than the Convoke spells. Or not binding, Monastery Mentor, I should say. I think that's what matters the most. And right now we only have Consider and Otherworldly Gaze. The problem with Otherworldly Gaze is it's not really a cantrip. It's just card filtering. I mean, it is a cheap spell, which is reasonable. Like, you would play it in your Monastery Mentor deck, but... I know they discarded Binding, and maybe I should have just jammed Sheoldred there. Looks like they have Omnath. It's bad. Yeah, how many lands are in this deck, by the way? I don't think there was that many, right? 22? Yeah. Trying a lot of lands for 22. Well, I could just dump my hand. Ooh, I could Hasty. Right, do I have enough mana? I have 8 mana. Honestly, that's probably not that bad, right? Just go, like, here, Sheoldred, haste both. Right? I don't see why not. If they trade, it's not that bad for me. And also, now I have no cards in my hand. If they trade, that's fine, because that puts a card in the graveyard for Kroxa. I mean, it's unfortunate that I'm sacking the Reunion this turn before I'm putting the Kroxa into play. But I think it's too good to pass up here, especially if they have another Binding in hand. Because, like, if they have Binding, I guess they can take 11, upkeep Binding Sheoldred, but then they go to 1. Now we're going to chump block there. I kind of have to assume they have another Binding, because I don't think they would discard a Binding from hand without having another one. So, okay, they either don't have Binding or didn't have an upkeep stop set. I would assume most likely just didn't have an upkeep stop. Looks like no upkeep stop. Pretty relevant. That 2 damage is very relevant, I think. They have 2 bindings. Okay. Good just guys you can have Ancestral Rage as a cantrip. Probably, yeah. Could play with fire too. Okay, so they're at 10. 3 cards in hand. Sucks that we only have 4 cards in the graveyard because they're exiling our creatures and not actually killing them. Well, definitely would have been more beneficial to wait, but I obviously didn't know that that was the top card of my library. So they go to 7, they play land. 6. If they have a fetch land, they can go Giganta and cast it in the same turn. You cannot block that. That is an illegal block. Alright, song request from EK. Plays cards. Good choice. What'd they do? Played Sacred Foundry, go to 11. Take 4, go to 8. Let's see if they forget about Giganta. Nowadays, everybody want to talk. They forgot something to say. What's that command, by the way? Is it just Jeff? Architects is good. Architect's very, very good. Casting Selfless Cliffweaver. I just realized I could have just cast the stub for no value. Just to put it in the graveyard to have another card for Kroxa. I have no cards in hand. Well, I can't attack because I'm dead on board. Think we're in garbage time? Probably, yeah. Maybe if I had used the stub there, instead of F6ing, to put another card in the graveyard for Kroxa. Because they are out of bindings. They literally cannot have more bindings. Okay. I will... Wait. I don't know why they're attacking with the token, but sure. I'll block. So we got a 4? Spell to put in the graveyard would be nice. Alright. Because I can chump block Omnath, go to 2, but then I'm just dead on board, right? I could draw a removal spell, I guess. Because this does put the last card in the graveyard. That was another option as well. Instead of eating the Fable token, I could have chump blocked the Omnath to get the other extra card in the graveyard. That could have been an option. What the hell is this? Oh, well, I can double stub that. It's pretty good for me. So double stub that, chump block, go to 2, rip a removal spell. What's up, Ride or Die? How you doing, buddy? Day off today, nice. That's awesome. Love to see it. Fucking animals. Just missing 2 damage. Love it. That helps. Or dodge the removal. Not if they just miss 2 damage. Okay, I didn't draw a spell anyways, but... What if I told you they were just gonna miss 2 damage? Alright, Gut Fatal Push. Get out of here. Song is great. We got EK Plays Cards. Thank you for the 4 months. We went over a lot of spoilers yesterday if you want to check the VODs, but the cards that I am the most excited about so far are Elesh Norn and the Dragon 2-mana battle, the Dragon Battle. I like both those cards a lot. And I also, for those of you who haven't seen, I uploaded a YouTube video this morning, which unfortunately is doing very poorly. I've noticed that a lot of like the spoiler stuff doesn't do that well on YouTube. So I don't know if people are just not interested in that kind of stuff, but yeah, I uploaded a video as well if you want to check that out. I did see the back of the red-green battle. I'm not like as into that card as a lot of other people are. It's okay, but I'm not super into it. Oh yeah, Galta too for Sorin. This deck is kind of way too grindy. What do you mean? Someone in here called the next... Yeah, it's not even remotely close to Expressive Iteration. Volley is fine for Omnath. I mean, I assume Bonecrusher is bad, right? It's nice because it turns on Stubborn Denial. So, like, I am making my stubs a lot worse by cutting Bonecrusher, but... I guess having 1 Volley in my deck for Omnath is probably fine. Regisaur seems dog. Well, it turns on the Kroxa a lot faster. It's kind of why I like the Regisaur, and it hits a lot harder. Like, it's a much faster clock than Bonecrusher, and I don't really want to play a long game with them. Spoiler discussion when YouTube pushes notifications to me. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if it's like an algorithm thing, but... What's up, chatting? The end of this workday. You got this. Okay, we can work with this. We need a blue source, but... Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the algorithm. The YouTube channel hit 2 million views the other... I think it was like last week, though. So that's pretty fucking sick. Like, I've noticed that YouTube has been popping off a little bit. Like, not as much as it was during, you know, like the MH2 boom, where I was regularly getting like 8,000 views a video. Now it's more in like the 2 to 3K range. But I mean, that's fine. You know, I'm totally cool with that. You know, and obviously a lot of people, I think a lot less people like Pioneer than Modern, which, you know, to each their own, but I'm gonna do what I enjoy. It was popular. Alright, Love and Land here. Yeah, impure Modern, as we like to say. Alright, land's good. So now we can crew the Bankbuster. Crew the Bankbuster, shove for 4. Upkeep, discard Kroxa. If we draw a blue source, we can Lazav and copy. It's kind of hot. Afraid. This is going well. That comes into play tapped, so I'm cool with that. Thinking Binding. Chain to the Rocks. Chain to the Yep Rock. Can still Regisaur. Could Kroxa crew. But then I can't play the Lazav. So let's just Regisaur here. Chain to the Yep Rock. Yeah, also another cool thing that you can do with Bankbuster, you can go play Kroxa, trigger on the stack, crew the Bankbuster before it dies. That's something to keep in mind as well. Yeah, and now if they play Omnath, we can just go trigger on the stack, volley it, which is pretty sick. Yeah, they're not playing Omnath this turn. I guess as they're casting a Bring to Light? Surprise when, upon my opponent casting Harness Lighting on my creature, the game restarted itself. Yeah, that bug has been around for a while, but the funny thing about that bug is, like, nobody plays Harness Lightning anyways, so it's, you know, it's kind of a wash. I don't know why they played their land first. Chain to the Yep Rocks, or Yep Binding. Basically the same. Why wouldn't they let me discard a card first? Like, wouldn't you rather have me discard a card? Kind of weird. I'm supposed to draw a card here instead of attacking them for 4? I don't think so. Maybe. It's close. All right, let's just grew. I don't know if this is right, but don't know if that's right. Yeah, I can't Lazav because we don't have blue mana. Maybe Fable is better this turn because that sets me up for blue mana next turn for Lazav. But like, if I just natty peel a blue source, this is a lot better because I get in the 4 damage here. I guess there are a decent number of my blue sources that come into play tapped, which is unfortunate, but played a match against Blue-White Snore with Legends, got them to concede on turn 2. Turn 1 Githy and Mox Officer, turn 2 Adeline, let's go. We're gonna cast Bring to Light, and we're dead. Game's over. Valky, God of Lies. This thing hits artifacts too, right, doesn't it? Sure does. Alright, blue mana. I knew that was gonna happen. I literally predicted the future. Didn't I say we have blue sources, but a lot of them ETB tapped? Legitimately predicted the future on that one. Yeah, blue source at home. This is the wish.com blue mana. Source at home. Yep. They hit a Lazav too, which is sickening because that can make an Omnath. That's gross. Yeah, this didn't go well. Okay, at least we get to go Thoughtseize into Lazav copy Kroxa. And get the fuck out of here. Lazav right now. I guess the problem is they just have Tibalt. Ooh, that helps. Maybe I was supposed to... No. Yeah, it didn't work. Lazav becomes Elishnorn. No, it's only your graveyard, right? In your graveyard, yeah. Well, I guess I'll get my free treasure. I don't think it's going to be good enough. Oh, they're Lazav, right. Yeah, that's true. But, like, the Elishnorn's kind of whatever, because it doesn't stop the attack trigger on Lazav. But the issue is they're just going to kill the Lazav with Tibalt. Maybe for some reason they don't downtick Tibalt? Okay, they didn't downtick Tibalt. Oh, but now they get an Aether Gust. If I copy Kroxa, they can just gust the Lazav. Yeah, this is not good. That K2! Thank you for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a great day today. Thank you very much for the support. Yeah, okay. Alright, you win. I'm out. I'm out. I quit. Yeah, it does not seem like a great matchup. The issue there is they have a lot of exile removal, and your deck is, you know, you really want to put a lot of cards in the graveyard for Kroxa, but the issue of them having, like, Chain to the Rocks plus Leyline Binding means you have a lot less access to Kroxa, so this is the Canister Burner account. The Canister Burner account. Need to work on your stomach for Omnath. I don't know what that means. What does that even mean? Their hand's really good. I don't have Fatal Push for this Karizev. I guess they can't cast a Tarkus command currently. Maybe I just have to pray that they never find a green source, take this, let them have the other 3 1-drops, and just, like, hope that they either don't find a green, or by the time they find a green, I can turn on Stub. I'd take Karizev. Yeah. Well, we don't have a creature to turn on Stub, you know. And if they find a green source, that means they find a 3rd land, which means they can pay for the Stub, you know what I mean? Okay. I think I'm going to play Lazav here. I mean, if I bin Kroxa, I probably win. If there's a Kroxa on top, I think the game's over, but... I lost my way... I mean, that one's pretty good to copy, too, right? I just cast it. No, I think I'll bin it looking for a Kroxa. I think it means eat the card whenever I see it. Well, I have 4 Omnaths. Should I just eat all my Omnaths right now, live on stream? New sub goal? Doomwake eats his Omnaths? I mean, people have done weirder things for sub goals, so I'm just saying. I'd sub for that, Giga Chad. Alright, Kroxa. That's definitely not a Kroxa. Alright, they will simply just never draw a green source. It's fine. They will simply never draw a green source. How am I feeling about battles so far? I don't know. I think they're a cool design space. I don't think I've seen any battles that, like, really wow me. I think the ones that I like the most are the green-green X1, the white-blue X1, and I think the reason I like both... The reason I like both of those so much is because they can both be played for X equals 0, so you can get the party going kind of quicker. So I like that design. And then the other one I like is conveniently, all the ones that I like cost 2 mana, the red one that does dragons. So I like all of the ones that allow you to kind of copy it, allow you to like do it for 2 mana, basically. Anything that costs more than 2 sucks. Right, even. Rough draws, man. Rough draws. Smell away. I guess I have to bring an Extinction Event. Just cut all the Thoughtseizes. And trim. Bonecrusher's a 2-mana removal spell. Maybe like trim a Bitter Reunion? So a lot of people forget there's a decent amount of dragon support in Pioneer. So you have Sarkhan Fireblood, Draconic Roar, and Thunderbreak Regent. So those 3 cards. Then you have Glorybringer, Shivan Devastator, the new battle. That's 6 cards right there. I really do think that there is enough support to play a reasonably competitive Dragons deck. I think there's enough stuff. Yeah, Goldspan too, potentially. But I hold up Stub on turn 1 for Kumano. So it's a copium take. Scorn and Fires. Whatever the 2-mana... Oh, of course they have it. Whenever the 2-mana dragon... the 2-mana dragon... Whatever you call it. I think I'm actually going to go Bitter, discard Kroxa. So I'm trying to find a land. It essentially is the same setup with Lazav, but it helps me find land 3. Yeah, you could do Sprite Dragon too. The reason I like that setup so much is... Specifically... Yeah, we just have to jam. We can't afford to play on anything. The reason I like that setup so much is Shivan Devastator is a dragon that you can cast at any spot of the curve. So it's like that card fixes your like whatever spot you're missing, whether it's like, you know, you're missing a 2-drop or a 3-drop. Can you have a better draw? Come on. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, man. This is just not my day. This is just not my day. 9? Alright, cast this asshole, I guess. Go. The Dragon Mana Rock too. I always forget what that thing does. Oh, come on! Come on, dude. What the fuck? What is that? What is that curve? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, dude. What is that curve? Alright, don't have perfect draws, please. This hand's good. Like, I'm not asking for a lot, you know? I'm really not. I feel like it's a simple request. Thoughtseize, Duress, Fatal Push, Fable, but no red mana. That's a lot of discard spells. I'm just gonna take the Fable and try to fight on that axis. I don't know if that's good, but... Like, I know they don't have red mana, but they'll find red mana. Yeah, their hand's not very good. I mean, they have a lot of discard spells, but... Like, the decision was between the Fable and the 3rd discard spell, but they can't even cast 2 discard spells on turn 2, so... I think this is fine. I took Bonecrusher. Alright, I don't want to tell them that I drew Steam Vents. So they don't find a black source, we're chilling. So they can't cast 2 discard spells this turn. Alright, Fable gone. Show me the Mutavault. Yeah, you'll love to see it. They can't even push this Regisaur. I think I might just discard the Bonecrusher Giant. Would love to find a stub. I want to discard Bonecrusher because I want land 4 in case I draw Sheoldred. It will discard it for me. Oh yeah, because they're just going to Thoughtseize this turn, right? Liliana! I mean, that's fine. Sack Regisaur and then stomp the Liliana. It actually kind of works out well for me. Oddly enough. So they have push Thoughtseize X. Need to find a Kroxa. I mean, I have to imagine that we're fine against Rakdos because we have 4 Kroxas and they usually don't have any. Like 1 to 2. So we have a lot more Kroxas than they do, most likely. Could have had the lands they pay 1 more for Thoughtseize. Yeah, but that's only relevant if they drew exactly Fable. Yeah, see, I couldn't stop that anyways. Well, I guess that meant they wouldn't have played Bonecrusher there. Ooh. I guess we know their last card is Fatal Push. So let's play Bonecrusher here. And then if I rip an untapped land, if they, like, tap outs for some reason, I can maybe Lazav copy Bonecrusher so they can't push it. I guess they're probably just not going to tap out, right? Do I block or do we race? Good race. Yeah, we just copy Reggie. It's true. You don't think I can race? I guess they have the Hive. Makes things more awkward. Beat of all 2. So 12, 10, and then we're on 2-turn clock. Yeah, I guess we can't race. It's true. Okay, well. Got push covered. You can get him good with the Lazav by copying a push on the stack. Should fizzle spell. We'll hold it to CMC. No, because you need a land. Because I can't, well, I can't copy a 3, you know? If I drew an untapped land there, yes, if they go to push, then I can respond. But now that I've drawn a second Lazav, I don't mind running out the first one. 18 people voted in the poll. 10 of you said no. Doom should not get good. Okay, noted. Alright, let's play Lazav. The Hive fucks our Kroxa plan? Kinda, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna activate Lazav now. See what they do. God, I hope they go to Fatal Push this. That'd be so good for me. Yes! Copy Regisaur, right? Yeah. Love to see it. Get out of here with that Fatal Push. Get out of here. -1 Fatal Push, Keck W. One more Black Source. Well, if I draw Kroxa, I can just go play Kroxa and then copy it, right, immediately. I don't need to escape it. I can just copy with Lazav. Right? Why do I need to escape it? Like, Kroxa just... I think is Kroxa lethal? Play it. It's 12. They go to 2, right? Yeah, they go to 2 if I draw Kroxa. How about another Lazav? Wait, does this keep the name? Oh, it keeps the name. Shite. Yeah, I guess I could just keep the Regisaur and try to find a Kroxa. It's probably worth it, right? Just keep this. Kroxa. It's not good, right? Because I like holding this in hand is irrelevant when I have Regisaur. I think I'm just gonna bin it. Also, if they top that removal spell and I keep that, it's pretty bad. What I might do, I'm considering copying Bonecrusher after damage, so that if they draw a removal spell, they'd have to take 2. Is that relevant? The only problem with that is it's an X3, which means it trades for Hive, so then I have to... I don't think they usually have Strangle, though, right? I guess we can just hold it, it's fine. I only get punished if they draw exactly Power Word Kill, because they still can't push it. Well, the problem with reactivating it is what if I draw Kroxa? Then if I reactivate it, then I don't have enough to go play Kroxa and then copy Kroxa, right? So it's bad if I draw Kroxa. Do I like Deathcore? I do like a little bit of Deathcore, yeah. I guess they could chump block with Beat of Vault, so Fatal Push Stomp is lethal. It's pretty good. Well, what I'm saying is that they would animate the Hive, force me to activate, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be able to attack if I played the Kroxa that turn. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Elijah, you haven't missed much. We've kind of just been getting shit on. We got shit on the first 2 matches. I know what you're saying, Cathal. I know what you're saying. I gotcha. Anyways. Alright, so against Rakdos, Bustin' makes me feel good. Probably Fatal Push. Volley bad, Hearse bad, Go Blank bad. I think all these other cards are bad. I think I'm going to cut Thoughtseize. Be like 1 Hearse is good for their Kroxas. Seems fine, right? What were the matchups? We lost to... Dude, we lost so fast that I kind of... Oh, we lost to Atarka Red. What did we lose to round 1? Oh, Bring to Light. Bring to Light and Atarka Red. Gust is more than playable. The hell does Gust hit? Fable? Gusting a Resolve Fable is not very good. I guess like if it's in your hand and you target the Fable on the stack, it's not bad. But if they Resolve Fable, Gust isn't that good. Want Go Blank over Thoughtseize? I guess I could play one Go Blank over the Hearse. Go Blank this is the surgical extraction of Pioneer. Everybody wants to board it in when they're not supposed to. No, you don't want to overload on Graveyard Hate. That's how you lose to Rakdos. Yeah, Go Blank is legitimately the surgical extraction of Pioneer. Okay, this hand slaps. What do I put back, though? I think Dreadbore, honestly, with this hand. I mean, putting back the Mountain is definitely greedy, but maybe it's right. Well, okay, here's the thing about Go Blank versus Rakdos Cathal. It's very, very easy for them to out-muscle the Go Blanks 2-for-1 because all of their, like 90% of the cards in their deck are also 2-for-1s. So if you hit them with a single 2-for-1, they just have more 2-for-1s than you do because your deck has like Regisaurs and Lazavs and all this shit. So, and this, like, they have a lot more 2-for-1s than you do. So it's that's not a reliable plan. In a Rakdos Mirror, where you both have an equal amount of 2-for-1, sure, I could get behind it, but not in a matchup like this. Do we Lazav or Bitter? I think I'd just go for broke here and slam Lazav. Kroxa. I don't have a third land. Or a fourth land, excuse me. I think I'm going to bin that. You can always copy it. You Go Blank or Resolve Saga on the draw. Yeah, like if they play Fable and you play Go Blank, you just lost the game, you know. Game's over. Just go next. Yeah, this deck is doing some really cool stuff with Lazav. Okay, that's not bad. That is a welcome addition. No, it's still bugged online. I mean, I kind of just want to play my own Fable. Yeah, I'm just gonna play my own Fable. Is it worth using the queues instead of leagues if you're testing decks that might suck? Queues as in, like, the two-player queues? I don't think I've ever played a two-player queue, so I'm not really sure what types of decks that people play in those. My guess is that you'll find a lot of weird stuff in those, but I honestly don't know. Yeah, if you're looking to test on MTGO, you're probably, like, if you don't want to play leagues, the best testing you can probably do is just find a group of friends that, like, you know, that have an MTGO account or whatever, and then you can, like, discuss plays and things like that. Probably more beneficial in the long run. Blocking here? Probably. If I like it, but... What's this friends concept you speak of? Dude, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Sucks that I don't have another Black Source, because I want to push this and play Lazav, but I think I'm discarding these two. Okay, Black Source acquired. Let's actually just play Fable now. Push this, play Fable, I think. I'm just gonna try and play more Fables than them. That's how you beat a Rakdos matchup. Or that's how you win the Fable mirrors, just cast more Fables. Write that one down, by the way. I know that was on display yesterday, but the key to success in Magic is cast more Fables than your opponent. That's all you have to do. You think I'm playing Fable in San Diego? I'm just gonna cast more Fables than my opponent and win. 5-head. No! Well, I still have more Fables than they do. If I put Fable into Fae, we have Counterspell on a stick. How do you have Counterspell on a stick? Oh, because you can Fable copy Spellstutter Sprite? That's odd. I like that. They have 2 in hand. I think I'd rather discard this than Funeral Charm them. I think I would. Mid. Not ideal. They'll go land, invoke despair. Dude, if I get the stub and invoke despair, I'm gonna lose it. Okay, I can't stub that. I do have 2 Fables, though. Definitely not blocking. I have a Bonecrusher exiled. It's just more Fable tokens. Should have played that as a Black Source, but... Go. Go down. 5 Fable tokens. Absolutely not. Get out of here. Get out. You love to see that. They can't even attack with... They could probably attack with the Sheoldred, but... Alright, copy. Copy, 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 copy. Poggers. God, Fable is so broken. What a ridiculous Magic card. Not sure that's better than just making Fable tokens, to be completely honest with you. So they block 1, take 6, go to 16, then I make 5 more. I think I win this race, right? Maybe if they play Bonecrusher, it changes the race. Let's do that. Just debating if I want to play this Bankbuster. I think I'm just going to hold if they have removal. Well, because I have 2 active reflections, I can beat a removal spell now, right? Yeah, I know they gain life each iteration. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to hold it up. I'm not sure if that's right, but... Yeah, I guess they can gain 4 more life with the blood tokens, too. I probably lose this race by a little bit. Need to find a Fatal Push. That's bad. That's really bad. Yep. Yep. So now they kill a reflection. We still have the loop, but... Because I could just make tokens on end step. We have to find a push, though, I think. So they don't attack. Go copy here. Copy here. Copy here. Alright, we need a good draw step here. Need a good draw step. Fatal Push, Bonecrusher Giant, any of the above. Preferably Fatal Push. Lazav, huh? I mean, that's a Kroxa. That is a Kroxa. Is that good enough? Maybe. No, because they have all the blood tokens, right? You just kill. Even if I make a Kroxa, they just have 4 bloods. Yeah, alright, we're dead. Go to game 3. Go to game 3. This is why I like sweepers in this matchup. Imagine I draw Meat Hook. Yeah, Meat Hook would be nice. Still think I like how I sideboarded. Thoughtseize bad. I don't think I want a bunch of graveyard hate. Sure. I mean, this hand does the thing. I'm gonna hold up Stub on turn 1. God, please Thoughtseize me. Please, for the love of God, Thoughtsseize me. Alright. Jam Kroxa. Yeah, I plan on Kroxaing here. I thought that was the plan all along anyways. Right? I don't think Thoughtseize is bad in the Rakdos Pseudo Mirror. I don't know. I guess if you're trying to protect specifically Lazav plus Kroxa, maybe Thoughtseize gets a little bit better. Because you're almost... like you're trying to set up a combo kind of thing. Okay. So now I can go Fatal Push plus Lazav. Or I could just... well, but the second Lazav kind of makes me want to just jam the first one. Because I don't really care if they kill the first one. Right? This is also a perfect setup, because I can hold up Stub if they have Lily, and if they play second Harvester, I can respond and Fatal Push this, because this is only sorcery speed. Obviously, if they have Fatal Push, then whatever, but... yeah, we can also Stub Fable. It's a pretty good setup. Okay, we're just passing. So... is there a 3-mana removal spell that I'm realistically playing around by casting Fatal Push here? Like, they don't play 3-mana removal, right? I don't think so. I just want to use my mana. Alright, the question is, do we go for it? So, how do we do it in a deck? This week is full, Clyde, but if you want to do it for next week, we have spots next week. We got 4 decks already lined up for today. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. Reggie, hold up Stub. I think I like that. I don't want to go for it this turn. But yeah, if you want to, Clyde, just drop a link in the Discord to the deck. And we can do that tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, next week. Next Thursday. Because we only do them every Thursday. Smell Ritual. I really hope they play Ritual. They play Ritual, I'll just stub it, untap, and copy Kroxa, right? There it is. There's the Discord. Cycle, discard Ritual? Okay. I like that. Fatal Push? I feel like they wouldn't discard Ritual unless they had another one. So, fighting over this is kind of awkward. Fighting over this is kind of awkward. Let me get the Song Quest in the queue. 1 second. Alright, in the queue. I think they're going to Sheoldred. Yeah, that's the other issue, is like not stubbing this is really bad if they just jam Sheoldred. I think I'm going to stub it. Alright, Bajan, thank you for the 23 months. It says, Mod Appreciation Day, can you imagine? Keck W, see all the Pure Modern, baby? Yeah, Pure Modern this Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Right, now this is bad if they Ritual, but better if they Sheoldred. Yeah, that's the whole synergy, is you can turn Lazav into a Kroxa, and you don't have to sacrifice to it. That's the best synergy. That's like why we're playing Lazav. The Pure Modern meta will look similar to last time. I've had a couple people send me their deck list, and honestly, it looks a little bit different. No! That's like worst possible. Ugh. But, I mean, I guess I couldn't stub that, so... Guess I couldn't stub that. Not really a good draw. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Killed the Trespasser? It's not how that works. Got discard otherwise. There's no point in casting it, right? It doesn't do anything. I'll, like, maybe they'll play around stub if I hold it, you know? Yeah, this is a rough spot. That Graveyard Trespasser was so good for them there. That's like the worst case scenario. Like, cast it, not flip. Yeah, I guess that is definitely a reason to cast it. That's a good point, because it would make it so it wouldn't flip. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Because even if it gets countered, it's still me casting a spell. Not the best when you're hellbent. I guess it's better to just play it. Just have it in play for haste purposes. Playing defense, I guess? Sure. Go. Man, rough games. I thought we were super far ahead this game, too. Trespasser was far and away the most devastating card they could have cast for us there. Oh, so they have Stomp. It's not good. Damn, this song is good. Can we talk about how good Sleep Token is? Tank, tank, push. Smells like tank, tank. Musasabi in the 03 bracket. Rip. Rip. Right, playing Rakdos again. I mean, Supplier is good at enabling Kroxa, but it doesn't turn on stub. That's the issue. It's the year 2037. We are still looking for a playable Grixis deck in any format that is not standard. Bonecrusher, Fable, Kroxa, Bankbuster. Take Fable. Black 6/4 Menace or whatever from recent sets. Yeah, but that card kind of sucks ass. It just doesn't do anything. It's a 3-mana 6/4 that doesn't ever, like, it just doesn't do anything. You're thinking of Shakedown Heavy. And trust me, I've played a lot of decks with Shakedown Heavy. That card is just not very good. I've played my fair share of heavies. We've gotten heavy on the channel before. They kept the Kroxa in hand? Why wouldn't they just discard the Kroxa? On. Alright, kill your homie. They probably should have attacked me. I don't know why they didn't do that. I mean, no way they have a second fucking Trespasser, right? Okay. Last card's Kroxa. Okay, that works. Yeah, cast this. That's pretty good. That works. I mean, if they have push, whatever, but... I guess I'm just gonna do it now. Because, like, it's face up and they know it. They know it's gonna happen. Just do it now. It's not like I can bluff stub. I don't have another blue source. No push, no push, no push, no push. Ooh. Still have Kroxa in hand. Yeah, I like this. Well, obviously I'm attacking. That's the easy part. Discard Kroxa. You got a 15. Could play Reggie and then upkeep discard Bitter Reunion. I think I like that. Pretend like I have Stub. Chat, we did the thing! We actually got to do the thing. It only took us 4 matches. Yeah, it's fine. They have a chump blocker? Sure. The funny thing is, at this point, even if they kill this, I can just get the Kroxa back, right? I guess they can also get their Kroxa back, but... Oh, shit! I forgot I could have 2 Kroxas in play, because Lazav is not named a Kroxa. So I could just have 2 Kroxas. Combat. They might have found Fatal Push anyways, but... Are you ready for double Kroxa? That's hot. And they also have 2 Kroxas. Everybody just has mono Kroxas. 2, 3, 4, 5, done. Triple Kroxa soon? It's not possible for us to have a third one, right? Is this... unless we have, like, a card that clones without having... You know what I mean? Like, we'd have to have a card that clones that's not Lazav. Oh, yeah, sure. The opponent's Kroxa, yeah. I gotcha. I guess we could Spark Double, yeah. We could Spark Double. So you're saying we should play Spark Double and just Kroxa Tribal? Yeah, I know, right? Get sack the Dino if you can't discard, yeah. Yeah, I guess there's that thing that, like, ignores the legend rule. Mirror Box, I think is what it's called. I think it's called Mirror Box. Alright, what did we do the last time against Rakdos? We boarded in the Bussies, the Pushies, Thoughtseize. Boarded in... I got convinced by chat to board in 1 Go Blank. Yeah, the box. What's in the box? Youngblood, thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. Hope you're having a good day today. S-Deck Kappa. Well, Da Vinci, we're actually playing some Hammer Time later today. Not Boros, we're playing Azorius Hammer, but in Pioneer, of course. We are going to be casting some hammers in Pioneer for the next league. Hold up Fatal Push on turn 1 in case they play the Blood Tussy. Just played Boros Hammer and Pioneer, it didn't go too well. Did you play Da Vinci's list? Maybe that's why it didn't go so well. Da Vinci? Man, I wish we had some Abrades. Call that a combo. God, playing Kroxa here is so bad if they have Trespasser. I actually think I'm supposed to Lazav first. Because they showed us Trespasser last game. Yeah, I'm gonna Lazav first. I'm a coward. It's interesting. Sucks that I can't play Regisaur and hold it up next turn. Kinda wanna bin that. Not sure if that's right, but Da Vinci is actually local to me. Oh really? I didn't know that. Da Vinci? Alright, combat. Combat. Stuff doesn't seem more play with Bankbuster. Like Grixis midrange. Well, the problem with that is you need a creature that has at least 3 power. So at that point, your creature can almost just turn on Stub by itself. I guess Blood Tithe Harvester, you can go like turn 2 Bank Bussy, turn 3 Harvester, hold up Stub or something like that. I guess I could see it in those situations maybe. I'm just gonna jam Reggie here. This is maybe bad if they have Ritual of Soot, but hopefully they just tap out for Sheoldred. That'd be good for me. Just don't Ritual me, please. I'm holding up Fatal Push. So... I mean, we're just gonna go for it, right? There's no world where I don't go for it. And I want to discard the Kroxa. I kinda wish I'd get that Stub now, huh? Yeah, YOLO. Gonna Cling to Dust me? There's no chance they're gonna Cling to Dust me. Alright. It's fine, I accept. 7, yeah. 3 cards in the graveyard for Kroxa. And at least now if they Trespasser me, I just have a 7/6 clocking them, which is nice. What are we discarding is the question. I think I'm discarding Fatal Push. Okay, let's lead Bitter Reunion. Discard Bitter Reunion. I think they might have Power Word Kill. Stop! Stop it. Alright, go. Can hold up Stomp. And then if we draw a land... we can Kroxa and crack the Reunion. Alright, they're gonna do that, sure. Well, I kinda wish I'd kept Fatal Push, over Dreadbore. A little punish for that. I didn't think I was gonna have Revolt for Sheoldred if they cast it, that's why I wanted to keep the Dreadbore, but... got punished for the Hive. Play the Bonecrusher. Can also just play Fable. I just play Fable. Had early. Just want to send a raid your way. Gotta get to bed. Nice chatting. See you. Catch you on next time. Youngblood, thanks again for the raid, buddy. I appreciate that. Hope you have a good one. Enjoy your evening. I think I'm gonna play the Fable, and I'm still gonna hold the land though. Or I'm gonna play the land. Excuse me. So I have 5 mana for Bitter Reunion. I guess the 5 mana for Bitter Reunion is not that relevant when I don't have a Kroxa in the graveyard, but I can, like, draw Kroxa for a turn, discard it to Fable, 4 mana, flashback, activate Bitter. Like, maybe that's a thing. I know it's one less card for Fable, but... okay. Kroxa? Sure. I am a 9. Don't really think I want that one. Can haste? Haste to make a treasure, which is... am I dead on board if I do that? 3... we go 4, animate... that's 8 damage. 4, animate... I'd be dead if they had a Blood Tithe Harvester, because they go 4, crew... or animate this, play Harvester, crew, that's all... it's 12. If I don't leave back a blocker. Could also save the Bitter Reunion for the haste of Fable. Yeah, but, like, I hit yield until next end step, and I think, like, on their turn, I hit yield until next end step, but I think Moto thought that I was, like, trying to do it on my turn, which was a little weird there. The end of their Bonecrusher kills me. I guess I just have to trade, then. It feels really bad, though. You think I'm boned? Haha, XD. Yeah, like, I hit yield until next end step on their turn, and when it went back to my turn, it just skipped my main phase. I don't know what was going on there. That was weird. Tap Castle on turn 8. Perfect mana base. Just exquisite mana base. Block. Alright, game 3. Maybe even crushed. Maybe boned and crushed. We have no black mana. I do have a Stomp and a Fable, though. I'm gonna keep this. We will simply just draw a 3rd land, and they won't have Thoughtseize. It's that easy. Okay, step 1, they didn't have a Thoughtseize. Now, what is step 2? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. The first 2 rounds, it feels like our opponent's draws just kind of lined up perfectly. I'm not gonna cast the Stomp here. It's been a rough league, for sure. Yeah, I mean, there was that one spot where, like, we got to play Lazav and they had 3 mana up and they went to cast Fatal Push. Yeah, the 1 turn. Could find a blue source. And, like, we get to copy a 3-drop in response to counter their Fatal Push, but, I mean, it dodges Stomp, too. It doesn't... it's not the end of the world. I guess we just Fatal Push and play our own Fable. I want to push token. Oh, I think I was F6'd. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to push that token now, but I should have pushed it last turn. I was thinking there was a chance I would want to Stomp the token. Took Bankbuster. 2nd Fable. Okay, I don't care about that. Okay. Might as well discard the stub. I think the land. It's not bad. I don't really have a lot of reason to main phase this, because I don't have Thoughtseize in my deck. So I'm just going to hold up the Bankbuster. What's up, newbie? Oh, by the way, I went to check the permissions. For some reason, it didn't save yesterday when I checked off all the boxes to give you permission to add emotes. It should be working now. You should have all the access to add emotes and such. Okay, flip that. Dreadbore this. Cards in hand. Question is, do I copy the Regisaur now? They might kill the Fable in response. Oh, now they can have Fatal Push for Regisaur. Oh, wait, I don't have enough mana. I thought I had enough mana to go crack and copy. That was bad. I'm 1 mana short. I just took 2 damage for no reason. Yeah, that was bad. I thought I had 1 more mana. -2 Keck W. Yeah, -2 Keck W. I'd rather hold the Bankbuster on defense. I just wanted to pay 2 life, you know? Just wanted to pay 2 life. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Canister? I'm not very good with words, so you tell me. You have 2 cards in hand. Let's get a little aggressive. Let's get a little aggressive here. I don't want to trade the Bankbuster, but I will trade the Bonecrusher. Deck. I do think we need a better name. I'm not a big fan of the name. Somebody in my chat, I think the other day, suggested Zenith as a name, which I thought sounded kind of cool. As well stomp first because drawing a card is bad now. Why is drawing a card bad? Isn't drawing a card just better there? Oh, sure, because I had the Regi. Well, I could draw a card and then upkeep Regi, trigger on the stack, draw another card, right? Like if I draw a good card. Well, I mean, now we're just dead, but... I know Jeff. I know Jeff. Sheoldred. That may or may not be worth it, but... No idea why isn't just called No Horizons Modern. Yeah, I could do that. I can crew stub, yeah. That might be a better name for it. No Horizons Modern. Horizonless Modern. You did, yeah, you did. I think I like Sheoldred better. I think it's close. No Horizons. No Raisins? Raisinless Modern. Raisinless Modern. Okay. So, trade for Den. Maybe I eat a token. I'm at 12. If I block token, I take 10 and go to 2. Is Kroxa lethal? Assuming they drew a land. 11, 8, 5. Kroxa would be lethal if I eat the token. Alright, we gotta get a little greedy. Kroxa, please! Assuming they have a land. Which they may or may not, but... Kroxa, please! Might just have Fatal Push me have no odds anyways, but... We have enough mana. We have to find Kroxa plus land now? They only have 1 card. Yeah, but if it's a spell, they don't die to Kroxa. You know what I mean? Okay. They're at 11. I can go Sheoldred Crack Bitter Reunion. Is that enough? Is that Xaxes? Oh my god, that's Xaxes, isn't it? Sheoldred Crack Bitter. Crew here, attack for 10, they go to 1, upkeep, they die. Unless they drew exactly Stomp. Or I guess just any removal spell for Sheoldred. This would be an absurd game to win. There's no way, right? There's no way this is good enough. I feel like they drew Stomp. Don't stomp me, 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 don't stomp me. Let's go! That was a sick fucking game. Holy shit. That was a crazy game. Alright. Let him get a pyramid, chat? You hate to see it. Atraxa does enable stub. I have the combo. One of these days, Tonbro, you'll get it. Hallowed Fountain, my arch nemesis. Arch Nemesis, Hallowed Fountain. Alright, this game's over. We've lost. Maybe I'm supposed to bid her first. So I could concede the match right now. Save us a little bit of time. Save us like 20 minutes of time. I could. Play fast, scoop fast. Think if I don't draw a land, I'm probably going to pack this one up. God damn it, now I have to play. Fine. Didn't see it again, but it was up there. I saw it in my chat. Stubborn Denial sure is good against Supreme Verdict. Well, they said let me close stream, so they already know about the combo. All right, go. Let's play to the Teferi. I don't have stub, don't worry. I do not have stub. Nothing to fear. Let's look at a black source for Shelly. Just got a jam. Tandy, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. Hope you had a great stream, buddy. Welcome everybody from Tandy's stream. Little donation deck Thursday action. Having a great time playing against blue-white control, not resolving a single spell. Feels good. Hope you had a good stream. Alright, they will simply not be able to defeat the Sheoldred. I could have double Kroxa there, which was maybe better. That was definitely a line as well. Because I know my next card is Regisaur. Right, yeah, because the Teferi, they tuck the Regisaur. 2 on top, huh? It's not good. I guess we can... Okay. So we can hope it's Emperor. Because we can even Emperor with counterback, or we can counter 2 spells, so... If they have, like, Emperor plus counterspell, then we're chilling. Yeah, absolutely not. Get out of here. Get out of here! Stop! And we get to Kroxa their last card. And then we can flashback Kroxa next turn. Wait, where did the Regisaur go? Wasn't Regisaur tucked from the Teferi? Oh, they fielded for me. That's why. Okay. I got it. I was like, where the fuck did the Regisaur go? Yeah, it was. I got fielded. That's why. No, I got fielded. I just forgot about the field. So this was another card they put on top with the Scry. I'm still going to attack first. Because if I don't attack and they verdict me, it's pretty bad. If they don't Emperor settle this, I might not play the Kroxa. I guess I could Kroxa pre-combat from hand. Or just... Yeah, wait, no, because I could just play this from my graveyard pre-combat, right? Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. There. Well, I'll just escape. Yeah, that was dumb. I don't know... I don't know what I was thinking there. That was really dumb. Alright, well, I guess we could still escape. Maybe counterspell? Otawara the Sheoldred. Okay. They draw a land, they're dead. Leaving black mana? I thought it was more relevant to represent stub. Like, when is Fatal Push ever going to be relevant against them? I'm doing this to play around Emperor and Settle. Okay, that's the punishment. Oh, sure. So they go to 8, they go to 2. I think I just don't play a spell here, right? I'm just not going to play a spell. I mean, I just don't think Fatal Push is ever going to be relevant, right? Alright, didn't matter. Easy. Did not matter. Fatal Push, get out. Disdainful Stroke, get in. Want the bussies. What else don't we want? Could cut a couple Regisaurs, maybe. This deck's sweet. I like this deck a lot. Go blank. Why does everybody want to bring in Mind Rot? Chat, Go blank is the surgical extraction of Pioneer. Yeah, okay, I guess that's fair. There are maybe a chance where Push is relevant, but everybody always wants to bring in fucking Mind Rot. It's just Mind Rot. It is just Mind Rot. I'm going to cut 2 Regisaurs. I think I'm not going to bring in Hearse. I'm going to bring in Needle for Teferi. Sheoldred good. Maybe the Bonecrusher is bad. Or like could trim a Bonecrusher. Maybe that's just over sideboarding. Let's do 3 and 3. 3 Bonecrusher. Yikes. This ain't bad. Play for blanking the control mage. Yeah, just blank him out. Just blank him out. Drew 2 of my basics against the Field of Ruin deck. It's unfortunate. I mean, I could put one back, but... Upstairs on turn 2. Just -2 kick W. That kind of makes me want to cast that instead. Because I can Thoughtseize now. I mean, it's unlikely that they don't have 2 counterspells in hand for the Fable. I'll just stomp them this turn, actually. I think my plan is to go stomp into Bonecrusher and then turn 4 Thoughtseize Fable, perhaps? I don't really care if they counter the stomp. I think that's fine. Narset. Sure, that's fine. So we're gonna activate. So what I can do is I can go stomp the Narset. That's rough. I mean, I guess I have Rest in Peace. Okay, so now my plan is probably what? Stomp the Narset, untap, Thoughtseize them, and then stomp the Narset again. Because, like, playing Fable here is not that great. Because, so, I can play Fable, but then if they go land, Rest in Peace, pass, they can counter the stomp. Like, I can stomp the Narset in my draw step or whatever, but if they counter the stomp, then my Fable is, like, kind of mid. So I think I'd rather just do it this way. I'm gonna take the Rest in Peace. Don't know if this is right, but... Yeah, Hammer is next. Hammer is next. Azorius Hammer. The list should be on the stream deck if you want to check it out. Well, notably, they can't cast Absorb this turn. That's actually extremely relevant. So we can resolve Fable here. We can march the Fable, but... Going after red sources. If they had killed the Darkslick Shores, we wouldn't have been able to, cast Sheoldred if we drew it. No rogues today. We played rogues last week, I think. I think last week was the week that we played rogues. Alright, I think I'm just discarding the Shores. Alright, kind of punished. I'll let them absorb a Bonecrusher. I think that's fine. Not absorbing. So they're going to Absence. Shark. Flip. Attack first. I don't really want to jam the Bankbuster into Absorb. I think I might just play Bitter Union here. You probably have Wrath too. Let's play Bitter Union. See if they want to counter that. What's the point of playing Absorb over Veto? This is counter target spell, and Veto is counter target non-creature spell. There's a bunch of stuff that Veto doesn't hit. Okay, we are fighting over that, which means I get to resolve the Bussy, which is also excellent, because now, if they Wrath me, I still have the Bankbuster in play. Pretty good spot to be in. If they don't Wrath me, then we just have Reflection Bonecrusher. We know that. I guess we know they have Fateful Absence, but... Yeah, Absorb does get Cacophony Scamp. How do I feel about battles? I feel like the ones that I've seen so far are not super duper impactful, but the ones that I think are the most impressive, I'm going to play the Bonecrusher here so I don't have to discard. The ones that have been the most impressive to me as far as battles are concerned is the ones that you can play on turn 2. So the X green, the X blue-white, and then the red dragon one, because you can all cast them very early, and I think that's, in terms of play patterns with battles, I think that's the best play patterns. We did a little bit of limited when Phyrexia first came out. I think I did a couple limited streams, but I haven't been playing a ton of limited since I've been preparing for the standard RC. So I've been kind of less in on limited. So play Regisaur, they absorb, I stub, crew attack, they Fateful Absence the Bank Bussy, but then I still have Regisaur Bonecrusher in play. It's a little greedy if they have Verdict, but... Not even fighting over the Regisaur, okay. So I guess we're gonna fight over... Just gonna fight over the stub. I hope they settle me. I think I have to fight over this, because if I don't fight over this and they have Verdict, like, I just don't get the Absorb. I can't fight over Verdict, basically, is why I'm doing this. Okay. So they go to 16, please no second Verdict. But yeah, like, I enjoy the Phyrexian limited format quite a bit. And, you know, like I said, we did do a couple limited streams right when the set first came out, like that first week or so. I think we did like 4 or 5 limited streams. And I love the format, I think it's good. Fateful the Regi. I could crack for stub, but I think I'd rather let this go and just jam Fable this turn. Combat first. Giving them our draw 3 vehicle. Yeah, maybe crowing there was bad. It's possible crowing there was a little greedy. Snore. Oh, exactly, yeah. The new limited mechanics definitely not quite what we had in Phyrexia. Little bit different. Foretold a card. Foretold a card. So they go to 11. We play Fable. Go. Probably looking to discard this Regisaur to the Fable, most likely. It is nice that the Regisaur kind of contests the Hall. Playing Otawara. It's bad news. Don't like whatever this is. It's like Elspeth Sun's Champion? Oh, I see. Okay. Holding up Counterspell. They have what in hand? Okay. The Shaman actually gives me the extra mana source to cast the Kroxa twice. So let's do it this way. They are most likely going to trade Angel for Bonecrusher. I think I'd be pretty happy if they don't trade. They go to 7, we play Kroxa. I guess they could have the 4th Absorb. Back up to 10, replay Kroxa, they go to 7. And then they can attack me for 15, but I'll be at 16. So I can just take 15 and go to 1. So this, like, still kind of works out. Here, they discard. 'Twas a veto. So now we go here, red, black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They go to 4. And then the trigger puts them to 1. And then if they kill this, we can just recast it again. What's up, Short Fang? How you doing, buddy? Guess they're not dead if we draw land, because they can chump block the Kroxa and not trade for it. But if they draw land, they can't block in such a way that they get to keep 2 angels, right? Because they have to chump block the Kroxa. Yep. It's pretty bad. Could talk the Kroxa. That's like worst case scenario for us, isn't it? Picked up your Traxxas. Nice. At 8. So... I mean, I guess I can just crack both clues. Shockland Kroxa. Go to 1. Yeah, I can play the Kroxa this turn. I guess I should force the trade. Because I do have to force the trade. Otherwise, I'd die to the Angels. So we go here, and then I'm going to go to 6, and then the Angel puts me to 2. I guess I die if they can kill the Reflection and still animate Hall. Unless I find an untapped land, which I did not. So go to 6. They go to 1. And we could chump block the cast, or chump block the Hall. I guess we probably die if they find a counterspell. They just counter the Kroxa. I know, they're playing some sweet cards, and I'm trying to, have some commentary in this game, but it's, not the most interesting. I mean, the Starnheim did kind of change things a little bit, it actually gave them a clock. Did kind of change the game a little bit, but I agree with you. Like, I feel like this game is somewhat interesting. You know, like I'm in danger of dying to this random ass 4/4. Yeah, the race is fun. This part of the game is great. You know, the first 20 turns or so that involve all these cards, not the best, but once this card is resolved, then the game gets a little more interesting. Also, awkward if I draw Thoughtseize, I can't cast it. I'm at 2. So if they drew a counterspell for Kroxa, we die. I think anything else we're fine. What's this? Arc for 1. Okay. Oh, wait, they could just have a spell in hand, right? Right, yeah, they could just have a spell in hand. Yeah, I'm dumb. Because then they don't die. Just discard a spell to Kroxa. I mean, I got nothing else to do, right? Like, 1, 2, 3. Please have 2 lands. Something tells me they don't have 2 lands. Alright, game 3. Did they need 3? No, they were at 1. They were at 1. Copy Haste gets around spell. What am I copying? I can't copy Kroxa. It's legendary. It's legendary. Legendary. Has anyone tried to use Lazav with Phyrexian Dreadnought? If anybody has, it's 4Dogs. 4Dogs is the ultimate Phyrexian Dreadnought enjoyer. I'm not sure if they've done anything with it. I assume they have, but I mean, I'm not gonna mulligan hand with 3 Thoughtseizes against blue-white. March, Absorb, Veto. Alright, we'll just take March. Take March and then resolve my Ancestral Recall. Legend, and I cannot stress this enough, Dairy. Is that Alco Bomber Anthem turned it up and threw a tantrum? Draw a card. Wouldn't mind finding a land here so I can Thoughtseize Fable. Perfect. Assume they absorb this. Be mana efficient. Maybe they want to veto and save absorb for Sheoldred. I guess they could, you know, just also let this resolve. Yeah, like if they let that resolve, I still can't slam Fable, right? Wonder if they're supposed to let that resolve there. Yeah. Yeah, they could have just let that resolve. Like, they had 2 counterspells. I mean, if they let it resolve, I just don't cast the Fable that turn, but... So, we know they have Absorb. I think I'm fine discarding the Dreadbore for now. Those are good cards. Well... I could crew the Bankbuster. It's really bad if they found Wandering Emperor. Kind of want to just go to combat first. Yeah, I'm going to go to combat first. See what they do. Tell me we go stupid. I think I'm just going to play Kroxa and draw a card. Fuck you, and you, and you. Yeah, Kroxa plus draw a card. Until a spell so good that the blue splash doesn't even matter. Yeah, I'm just not gonna ever resolve a blue card in this matchup. Just never gonna draw a blue card. They have the sussy Emperor. God, I hope they make a token. Oh, you love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Let's go. You have a trophy with a donation deck? It's been a long time. Actually, it hasn't been that long. The last time I trophied with the Dono deck was... I think was when we were playing the, the Lantern deck, which was only a few months ago. But I've actually trophied, I think, 3 times with Dono decks. Yes. Yes, I've trophied Canister. Thank you for asking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can lead Bonecrusher. If they counter it, then I can slam Kroxa. If they don't counter it, then I'll just draw a card. I can't imagine them countering this, but you would not Saga. Yeah, that's why I want to play Bonecrusher. This is baiting the absorb. If they absorb this, I am gonna play Kroxa, I think. If not, then I'll just shock and draw a card. Sure. Black, red, red, black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Just draw? I mean, they have 2 cards. If they discard a card and then Wrath me, they have no cards in hand. I think that's fine, and I still have a Bankbuster and a Fable left over. Like, I don't even really care if they Wrath me there, right? Honestly, if they Wrath me, I'm pretty close to just recasting the Kroxa, right? Like, how many cards are in my graveyard? 1. Yeah, I guess 2, but, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. And that's a good point, too. If I draw, well, I don't know. If I draw a card and they play Teferi, I can still, like, play the Kroxa next turn and crew the Bankbuster, but I'm in a much worse spot if they Teferi me, yeah. End of an era, yeah. Alright, so closing thoughts on this deck for the folks of the YouTube. I don't know. There's some things going on here that I like. The Lazav plus Kroxa interaction is pretty sweet. I actually am a very big fan of Bitter Reunion in this deck. Very nice with, like, stuff Flip Fable, even nice with just the big idiots like Sheoldred and Bonecrusher. As we talked about, I'm not a big fan of Rotting Regisaur. I do kind of wish there was a mid-range threat that turned on Stub that didn't, like, that wasn't card disadvantage, because it feels really awkward to cast Rotting Regisaur in the Rakdos matchup when they just let you discard a card and then kill it on your upkeep with Power Word Killer or something. So I want to find something better than Regisaur or something different. But I like the rest of the deck. There's some stuff going on here. You know, you have a lot of, like, Reunion Fable to enable Kroxa. Like, this deck is one of the best Kroxa decks I've ever seen. So overall, I think maybe something here, but needs to play something other than Rotting Regisaur. So that's my thoughts.